Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I will be testing the Thrustmaster T248. This has been on my to-buy list for some time now, mainly due to the introduction of the new pedals. So the T248 uses a hybrid model of a belt and gear-driven bass. This would improve the efficiency and transmission and combine it with the fluidness of movement that a belt-driven bass offers. Fact sheet states that it is 70% more powerful than the T150 bass, bringing it to a max torque total of 3.4 Nm. I already opened up the T248 to see what is inside and will release that in a separate video, of which the link will be added here after. How a rim looks is always very subjective, so for me, I really like the design, nothing too fancy, no Technicolor rainbow that you can put on top of your Christmas tree, buttons and switches which are well integrated into the steering wheel, and apart from the joysticks, every button you need for PlayStation seems to be there. The added display is a nice extra too. It adds a bit of premium, which is always welcome. I was, however, disappointed that it doesn't work with Gran Turismo Sport yet. The color scheme works best for me. Black, silver with a hint of red always makes me fuzzy inside when it comes to racing. Something I forgot to look up before I bought it, because I already took it for granted, was the ability to exchange the rim with another one. For the T248, you are stuck with the standard one. When you take the T248 out of the box, you will be surprised on how light it actually is. It is almost entirely made out of plastic, except for the flappy paddle gearbox shifters. The rim does lay nice into the hand, even though it is plastic. It feels like a soft plastic compound that forms itself to the grip you apply to it. More like rubber rather than plastic. The base is compatible with both PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 and PC. There will be a separate but similar wheelbase coming out for the Xbox users. The pedals were something I really looked forward to for testing. Until TLCM I didn't find any really good pedals in the Thrustmaster lineup. The best they had to offer was a T3PA, and I cried a river in tears when I hit the brake for the first time on this pedal base. Goodbye potentiometers and welcome hard technology. These pedals are supposed to be more accurate than the old T3PA pedals and remain accurate due to the replacement of the potentiometers by magnets. To improve the stiffness of the brake, a spring was added, and yet another spring to replace the first one if it was not hard enough for your liking. There is no question about it that these pedals are way superior to anything in the old lineup, except of course for the TLCM base. As far as placing the pedals on the floor, you will still have the same issue, it will slide away. Basically, they are the same layout than the TLCM pedals, except more plastic. The faces of the pedals are made of metal and seemingly a bit smaller than those on the TLCM. The added spring, aside from the fact that they improve the experience, make them look more professional, and dare I say the 90s word, cooler. As far as compatibility goes, the pedals are compatible for all platforms, and we can probably expect them in an Xbox variant of this bundle too. I was quite surprised when I drove it. The force feedback is strong in this one, more than I anticipated. It feels responsive, and the ability to change the settings on the fly is a real bonus. There is a variety of 6 different levels of force feedback and 3 different force feedback modes. While I can feel it clearly when the intensity of the force feedback is changed, I don't feel that much difference in the modes. On the downside, since I am used to T300 and TGT with a complete belt-driven base, the steering simply doesn't feel as fluid as I am used to. You can feel the movement of the gears inside the base through the steering. I don't know if this makes sense, but I'm sure all of you that own a gear-driven or hybrid base will know what I'm talking about. Now this is to be expected, since the T248 is an answer to Logitech G923 and a follow-up on the T150 series, and thus an entry-level set. The shifters feel solid, but absolutely not refined. If you don't feel that you change gear, the loud sound of the flippers will make you aware of it. The gear changing does happen very smooth, again thanks to Hard. The pedals are a real pleasure to work with. The stiffening of the brake and not having to use the cone mod is a real game changer for these entry-level pedals. Adjusting from the TLCM to the T3PN goes remarkably fluent, and the information stored in my muscle memory is translated well to the braking points on the track. The accelerating pedal feels also stiffer than those of the T3PA, which allows for better throttle control. The T248 made a very good impression. Sure, it has a lot of plastic, the rim is not replaceable, and yes, the ride is not 100% as smooth as I'm used to, but there is much to like too. the new 3 TPM pedals are an absolute improvement on immersion, and the adjustable levels of force feedback are ideal for kids or people just starting out with sim race. It is for sale from 300 to 350 euro, which places it in the same category as a Logitech G923. Before I bought it, I didn't think I was going to keep it, but now I'm actually thinking about selling the old T300 base and leaving the T248 installed on my PlayStation Challenge. What do you guys think? Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Any feedback, being questions or added information about this set, is always welcome, and I will see you all in the next video.